What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Trapper channel, coming to you with a Tuesday edition of NBA Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell goes a long way for me on this video, goes a long way for you. That way you become a prize and our great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Wild 12-game slate here on Monday with tons of news. Did the best I could to find some positive EV goodness in the Discord. Think I did a great job of that. And also on this video, we got Bam Adebayo plus 135 over 3.5 assists across the board in the first quarter and a half of that game. So shout out Bam Adebayo. He's a real one. He's goated. As long as we get one of these spreads through, it's guaranteed to be a profitable day. I'd prefer two of them, but looks like Boston definitely isn't going to be covering here. They're only up 7 late stages of that fourth quarter. So yeah, 16.5. I think the dream is dead on that one, but we got two other spreads that are going and then also a ton of props going on in the premium Discord. You can jump in and join that for $5 using promo code Lindy5. That is at the link below, but also we've got a ton of other great offerings down there. 2 other great offerings, that is PortfolioEV as well as the link join. We'll talk about those at the halfway point, but for just $5, if you're looking to get in quick and easy and come kick it in the Lindy and Friends Discord with myself, Eitan Shander, and very shortly, Greg Ehrenberg, posting futures for the people. So excited to have my friend Greg here talking about that with a lot of MLB futures that he's looking at, that I'm looking at heading into this MLB season, because it's going to be here before you know it, and you won't have to go anywhere. This program, we're going to be combining all the goodness here for you in one easy to find place for you. That was Desmond Bain. He's pretty good at basketball. Producer Jacob's pretty good at producing, so we're going to get ourselves to it here. We'll talk at the halfway point. But first, 2 leans. They show up on the board right now. Because there's only 4 games, I think I can spend a little bit more time just breaking this down, because otherwise you're just going to have the shortest video ever, which I know some of you appreciate, but some of you want to hear my interesting tidbits. So if you want to hear about 2 plays that currently aren't on the slate that I'm actually interested in, here they are. We start with Brooklyn and Cleveland. Really tough one to handicap purely because who ends up playing from the Brooklyn side in this one? We have an outlier number at 223.5. That is only available right now at Bet365. Every other book, specifically public books, have this at 225. That's never all that surprising. One, public, if you're going to get more DraftKings FanDuel action, you might see overs less advantageous to take at some of the public books, whereas sharper books, you might see it bet down to a place like 223.5. Bet365 kind of falls somewhere on that in between. But the main thing here with the Brooklyn handicap is who the hell plays basketball for them on a back-to-back. We've had injuries for Cam Thomas. I doubt he's going to play. We've had injuries for D'Angelo Russell. I doubt he's going to play. I think this is just a pure punt spot. And do you trust Brooklyn to generate enough offense with Keon Johnson running the point? I really don't. So my handicap is right here, still on that over of 223.5, where I can get a little bit better number, but I'm definitely going to stick away from it unless it gets to 222.5, in which case I can kind of talk myself into potentially finding something else. Seeing what other props show up on the card is going to be pretty important as well. As for our other game on tap, Milwaukee and Indy, not interested in betting this one. Indy's going to be on a back-to-back. TJ McConnell, he turned his ankle big time the other day and yet played through it, ended up out there, and now Indy is on a back-to-back, and Tyrese Halliburton sat out on Monday. I think this is a spot where he definitely reemerges on Tuesday, and you could see some rest candidates. TJ McConnell specifically, maybe an Aaron Nesmith or a Benedict Mathurin, who just got back in as well, was, kind of iffy here the last few weeks. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I do think if you can snipe Tyrese Halliburton knowing that gets voided if Halliburton sits, I think I'd be okay with that at 20 plus. We've seen 19.5, 20.5. I think with Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, everybody else in, it shouldn't be too big of an issue as long as those guys don't have anything happen in the fourth quarter of this game going on right now. But Tyrese Halliburton, 20 plus, I think that's definitely there. He was playing awesome ball before getting hurt. And now you know what time it is, friends. Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. The leans, they're done with. Those are things I haven't bet yet, but again, talk you through what I think could be viable there in those spots. Let's get to the like and lock portion, shall we? Well, there's no lock portion. Washington, 14 points that they are receiving here going up against Detroit. Detroit, they're a team that I felt pretty good. I've been pretty in tune with them all season long. Kind of interested in backing 14. There's 14 and a halves now sitting there with Washington, and yet the under is kind of what I'm primarily looking at. A couple of reasons. One, you're inside of the standard minus 110. The other thing, Detroit, despite the fact that they've been awfully kind to us all season long, you got Washington on the other side with Middleton and Smart. Now, Washington also on a back-to-back. I don't think Jordan Poole plays. I'd be surprised if Alex Sarr played on a back-to-back as well, trying to protect the rookie coming towards the end of the season. He's looked better in the second half of the NBA season so far, although, I mean, this entire rookie class has been dog doo-doo, so it is what it is. Hey, Zachary Risochet putting some games together. Shout out France. Je m'appelle Eric. Oh, baguette. Anyway, pace metrics, this is what it comes down to. The Wizards, defensively, so much better with Middleton on the court. 103.2 defensive rating on the season. The pace remains similar, around 105 possessions per game. So again, we're looking at this under. That is where we want to be invested. And I do think this gets bet down, especially once you see the number of pieces. Bilal Coulibaly got hurt. I doubt he plays on the back-to-back. Jordan Poole, why would you play him on the back-to-back here, considering he was fighting injury? Again, Washington doesn't want to win basketball games, and they want to limp into the end of this season with Middleton and Smart, where they can maybe move one, maybe both of them before the season starts next year. But under 232.5, don't trust Washington to generate any offense in this one. Friends, if you want to support this program, the easiest way to do that for $0 is simply to go to the link below and see where we have that brand new Lindy link join available. Now, you've probably seen this graphic before. There's 12 sites that you can sign up for. Pick'em on the left, Sportsbooks on the right. These are our partner sites where if you sign up with any of them, you get a month of my Tails package, the Lindy's Tails package, completely free to you. Now, it's super easy. I think sometimes the steps got a little here nor there, but check out this beautiful graphic from producer Jacob. Bang! Tough actin' to actin'. Get a free month of the Lindy Discord when you sign up with one of our partners at the link below. Again, you got to go through the link, but you simply do these two things. You send an email to support@oddshopper.com with your welcome email from that book or Pick'em site and your first settled bet. You simply let them know you want a month of free Lindy's Discord as well. But just saying, if you want to support this program, if you want me to be around all of MLB season, this is the way, friends. Plus, you'll get a month of me, which leads you well into the MLB season. You can also take advantage of the Lindy $5 offer. So for $5, you could sign up for me for a week. You can then have the link join for a month. That is 5 weeks of the Lindy Discord available to you for $5 at the link below, so long as you sign up with any of our partners. How does that sound? I think pretty good. Not as good as this pick, though, but that's a great graphic. To the picks we go. One more game. Yeah, buddy, 4 games on the NBA slate, so this was a quick one. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell as I break down my favorite of the plays that we have here on the board. Clippers taking on the Pelicans, and I'm going to throw this out there. I think props are really going to be interesting in this specific spot. We've had like Matkovic end up playing decent. Karlo Matkovic off the bench. We've seen weird rotations here. Kelly Olynyk is out here on the New Orleans side. We're going to have Jose Alvarado questionable, which could make CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson assist rates look a little bit more interesting. If you get Alvarado out of there, even off the bench, he's been playing pretty decent. I think this is, though, for right now, a Clippers or past the entire game. Again, props are going to probably be the main way, but against the spread numbers, I don't bring them up a ton here on this program. I'm always looking at them, and I always find them intriguing. I just don't always think that there's a lot of validity when you have a team like the Pelicans that have as much turnover in their roster on a day-in, day-out basis. Is Zion in? Is he out? Trey Murphy, is he playing 42 minutes with 30% usage, or is he playing, 35 and they're capping the minutes because the Pelicans, they're not going anywhere. But against the spread, the last 10, the Pelicans are 4-6. The Clippers are actually 2-8, but you got to look at the sample size. 2 of the last 3, the Clippers have really shored up their rotations, and I don't think it's any surprise that 2 of those 3 covers have come since Bogdan Bogdanovic entered the starting lineup. Now, Norman Powell's out, going to be out for a while longer, but I think this is a relatively predictable rotation now for the Clippers, and what that does is it puts your team at ease, and especially when you're the Clippers and you have an advantage, maybe not even talent-wise up against Zion Williamson, but you've got the better coaching situation. You surely got the better bench between the two here, especially if Jose Alvarado is out. And so as much as I've liked Zion Williamson, there's a hard cap on what his minutes can be. He will not play 30, 32 minutes in any game from now until the end of the season. The Pelicans have made that very, very clear that he is going to be playing right around that 28-minute mark. Now, he can go berserk and really hurt your handicap in some capacity, but I will take this Clippers team at -6 all day. It's at 7.5 at a bunch of books. Bet365 has this at 6. I would still play this at 7. I would be looking at hitting eject at the 7.5 number. So the Clippers -6, my favorite play that currently exists on the board heading into tomorrow for Tuesday. And that does it for a quick and easy edition of NBA Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Head to the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the entire board. Only 4 games on the NBA, all ending pretty early. Then we get, well, I think it's 9 that show up here on Wednesday. So we'll have plenty to break down. Hopefully some more props as well to be digging through. Not a lot considering how many teams are on back-to-backs, even amongst just 4 games. Thank you, producer Jacob. Another one in the books. And I repeat, Lindy 5. You guys want to jump into the Discord for a full week, less than $1 a day. Lindy 5 gets it done for you at the link below. There's also that amazing link join. I want to bring it up one more time for you. Brand new, super easy. You sign up for it. You get me for a month. Yes, 1 month. You would take advantage of it. Support@oddshopper.com is where you send that email. Say you want a month free of the Lindy Discord by providing your welcome email from the book or Pick'em site and your first settled bet. Simple as that. Awesome times, friend. But less than 12 minutes, super quick video for you here on this Tuesday. Until next time, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on, well, Tuesday.